They all follow me.
knows what I really want to say or isn't.
Michael? Yes. I know you might have a lot of questions on your mind right now. I can't answer all of them, but even right here, it's not safe. If anything, you might know where I am right now. I might have to leave soon.
So, what happened?
After what happened in Funtime Exploration a few years ago, I thought that Jason was buried with the place after the warheads were detonated. Apparently, I was wrong. He came into my house not so long ago and was watching. I even shot him multiple times, and all he did was continue to get back up. This isn't a man we're dealing with. This is something else.
How many shots?
More than 5. No man would survive that many. I have a feeling he's preparing for something. It's the only reason he wouldn't come back now. I've seen a pattern, and I've tied it back to the place where he left the broken things behind. I feel like that's where he's gonna go back to finish everything that was started. Seems like I might have to play his little game after all, once again. I thought I was free from his torture. I thought I could start my life